What up, Seeker Knowledge family, man? Y'all know who it is. It's Pharaoh33. I'm the host of this amazing award-winning podcast. Look, y'all, this is the 24th season, episode 8, and I'm going to title this A.B.L. And I'm glad y'all asked what A.B.L means. A.B.L is always be learning, right? You always got to learn how to elevate in life. You always got to learn how to be a better you. Like, you might wake up one day and you might not be feeling good in your mental space. A dream might throw you off, so you might wake up like upset, frustrated. But look, don't let that phase you. Always be learning how you can be the best you than you was the day before. Always be learning how you can be the best you 10 minutes ago. Like me, I'm always learning. I always be learning how to be the best me. Even like every day, it don't be peaches and cream. But I know when I have an off day, I try to snap out of it quick. Like I heard a successful person say, they make their decision within the first 3 seconds. I think Jim Rohn something like that. So if you have an off day, you gotta make a decision in the first 3 seconds. Like, I'm gonna let this day affect me or affect the rest of my day. That's why I always be learning. Like, you gotta just grasp what I just said. Take heed what I just said. Always be learning how to be a better you. And if you're an entrepreneur, you're a podcast, you're an author. Like, I published my first book in 2019, right? And now I'm almost 6 books in. I always be learning how I can make the next book better than the next book. Like, everything I do is best. But I'm always learning how I can make the book cover look good, or make this book better for this crowd, or make that book better for that crowd. Like, cause everything I do is centered around my life. But I'm always learning. I always be learning how to be a good author. I always be learning how to be a great podcast. Like, when I first started my podcast, I didn't know which route I wanted to go. I didn't even know what to speak on. But as I got older and mature, I said, you know what? This is what I want to do. I'm going to do this for my podcast. I'm going to inspire, motivate, and encourage others. And truth be told, when I got married and met my wife, and she told me what I should change in my podcast, that's why I say I always be learning. And what I mean by that, when it comes to my podcast, she told me how to switch it up, how to drop the message first, then speak on what I got going on. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take that advice, and I ran with it. That's why I say, when you always learning, you're not just learning to be a better you, or you're not just learning from what you're doing. You learn from other people. That's why I place myself around people who I can learn from. If you're around people that's not causing you to grow or not pushing you, how are you learning? How are you elevating in life? How are you soaring like an eagle? That's why I say, always be learning. A.B.L, baby. Always be learning. You can learn something every day. I can learn from a child if I have to. If they got something to share, I'm going to learn from them. That's why I say you got to always be learning. Always be up and learning something. Like, because a high school education can only teach you so much. But learning do not continue at the high school, at the college. You got to continue to read books, man. You got to really step into that entrepreneur journey. Because school only teach you how to be an employee. School only teach you how to be an employee. That's why you got to always be learning. You got to always be learning. School can only teach you so much, but school teach you how to get put in debt. Go to college, get put in debt. School teach you how to be an employee. Like I say, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you like to do. But you got to always be learning how to think outside that employee mindset. Like me, I do legal shit. I write books, I podcast. Because it's all about learning with me. It's about getting the financial freedom I need, the time freedom I need for me and my family, which is my wife and my kids. That's why I always be learning new techniques. Like, I've been learning how to invest in crypto and stock through Coinbase and Robinhood. Because I always be learning how to better myself, how to elevate myself, how to grow my mind. I always be learning by listening to Jim Rohns and different audios just to stimulate my mind. I'm always learning. I always be learning just by listening to, by reading books that grow my mindset. Like Robert Kiyosaki, he speak about the four quadrants, which is a business owner, employee, self-employed, and I forgot the other one. Business owner, it's the employee, self-employed, the business owner, and the investor. I'm always learning, man. I always be learning. So y'all that's tuning into this, you always have to learn just to elevate in life. No matter what you do, always take time out your day to learn something new. Because I didn't get this far just by sitting here and wasting my time. Every day, I'm learning something. Whether it's, like I said, becoming a better me or doing something different than I did the day before. But look, peace and blessings. I'm not going to hold up most of your time. But A.B.L, remember, I always be learning. But look, before I get up out of here, if y'all click on my website, right, go to seekingknowledge.org, you can see everything I got going on, from Herbalife, Legal Shield. You can see all my podcasts links, where you can see my Spotify podcast link. You can see my YouTube channel link. You can also see my Legal Shield link. You can see all of the book links. Because I'm always be learning. That's why Legal Shield. I love Legal Shield. Look, y'all need to have Legal Shield. They're not needed. Or you need Legal Shield and don't got it. Because Legal Shield is an amazing company. Been around for 50 years, right? And the one thing that got me, that stood out to me with Legal Shield, is ID Shield. Because I was a victim of identity theft in the past. So I got ID Shield to protect me, my wife, and my son is in the house with me and my wife. Added my bank accounts on there, all our passports, all our social security numbers. I'm getting everything monitored. And when I say A.B.L, I'm always be learning. Like I went in years ago, I was victim of my identity theft. So as I went through life, I learned that I'm not going to let this happen this time. So I got Legal Shield. If you want to know more about Legal Shield, reach out to me because it's a great company. Just think of having a lawyer in your pocket 24/7. But you can check my website out at seekingknowledge.org and get access to all my books, my podcast, the YouTube channel, Herbalife link, my Legal Shield link. Follow me on all social medias just by clicking on my website at seekingknowledge.org. But look, y'all, before I get up out of here, I really want to touch on the A.B.L app. The A.B.L is a networking app. I'm a brand ambassador for this app. And A.B.L is a good app. And I want to I'm glad that my name is tied in a good app. I'm a brand ambassador of this app. Jason and the whole A.B.L team seen my potential. And they reached out to me, or I reached out to them, like, you want to become a brand ambassador? I said, sure, why not? But the A.B.L app is a great source to have. If you're an entrepreneur, you're an author, a podcaster, you're a networker, you're an influencer, or you want to connect with some real people in real time and build your career with them, or a business partnership, or you want them to come on your podcast, whatever the situation might be. But download the A.B.L app right now. It's OWWLL. Once you download the A.B.L app, you put my referral code in, which is Brewster, BREWSTER, and you get $10 credit to your account, look. And guess what? Guess what? You won't be disappointed. Like, I love this app. That's why I say always be learning. When you get on this app, you use it, you'll learn how to use it. I didn't know how to use the A.B.L app at first, but once I put time into it, I learned how to use it. Now it's 4 years strong. But look, y'all, build your connections, right? Connect with like-minded people, right? And you can do that by jumping on the A.B.L app. And that's OWWLL. Put my referral code in, Brewster. Once it actually refers you, BREWSTER, and get that $10 credit to your account and build your portfolio. Look, cuz it's crowded at the bottom. So I see y'all at the top. Peace, love, and light. And look, always be learning. A.B.L, baby.